If you've ever crushed it all week, your meals are on point, you're moving your body, you're drinking your water, you're feeling strong, but when the weekend hits, it's like you blacked out. You woke up Monday and suddenly your jeans feel tighter. I see you. I was you. And so are 90% of the women that I coach. Okay. We've been taught to associate weekends with letting go and treating ourselves and honestly checking out. And while we absolutely want to live our best lives and enjoy the weekend, there is a smarter way to do it that won't leave you in a cycle of starting over every single Monday. So today we're going to talk about why weekends matter more than you think, the mindset shifts that keep you stuck, simple, doable tips to help you enjoy your weekend and to stay on track, and the biggest mistakes that most women make and how to avoid them. So grab your notebook because this one's going to be full of those aha moments and you're going to want to take notes. So let me introduce myself real quick. I'm Coach Chelsea Ray and I'm a fitness and nutrition coach for women who are tired of doing everything right during the week and still not seeing results. I've helped hundreds of women over 35 to lose fat, gain strength, and to finally feel confident in their skin again, all without giving up the foods that they love or trying to live at the gym. But here's the thing. I used to be the queen of starting over on Monday. I'd be so good all week and then totally crash and burn on the weekend. We're talking like Friday night pizza, Saturday, usually leftover pizza, lots of like afternoon drinks into the evening. And then Sunday was kind of that like last supper energy before the diet started again. You know what I mean? Yeah, it left me feeling really stuck, exhausted, and constantly doubting myself. And I know a lot of you feel the same way. And you don't need another strict plan. You need a system that lets you live your life and still see the progress. And this is why I created this training. I want you to walk away knowing exactly how to approach the weekend with a plan and not panic and still have fun without sabotaging yourself. So let's talk about why this matters, okay? We're going to talk some numbers for a second. So we got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's 3 out of 7 days. That's almost half of your week, right? So if you're on track Monday through Thursday, but check out on the weekends, it's like working out half the month and expecting full results, right? So here's what most people don't realize. Fat loss isn't about what you do in a day. It's about your weekly average. So let's just say like your fat loss calories are around 1,800 calories a day, okay? You do great Monday through Thursday, but then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday come and you eat around 2,300 each day. This is easily done with takeout, drinks, extra snacking, dinners out, all of that. And this brings your weekly average up to 2,014. Guess what? That's no longer a deficit. That's your maintenance. So if you're frustrated and thinking like, I'm doing everything right during the week, why isn't this working? This is why. Okay. Weekends are not the enemy, but they do need to be part of the strategy. So a big part of this is a mindset shift that you need to make. Okay. Now this part might sting a little bit, but if you want lasting results, you've got to address what's happening between your ears. Okay. What's happening up here, ladies? Number one, so many of us are stuck in that all or nothing mindset. Okay. This is when you think, well, I had some chips at lunch. I might as well say screw it and start over on Monday. We get a case of the fuckets, right? That's what I call it. This mindset, it kills consistency. You don't need to be perfect, but you do need to keep going. So instead of just scrapping the whole day, practice the next best choice mindset. Okay. So think of it like I had pizza. Cool. Maybe dinner is a big salad with grilled chicken and some fruit for dessert, right? You're still winning. You're still moving that needle forward. So number 2 is the restrict and binge cycle. So you eat super clean all week, barely let yourself have any fun, and then you go wild on the weekend. Okay, so this is not a you problem. It's a strategy problem. Okay, restriction leads to rebellion. So instead, build those treats in during the week so the weekend doesn't feel like a jailbreak per se. Okay. Number 3 is cheat days. They need to die. Okay. I hate that word. I hate that phrase. Like, are we in high school? No, we're not having a cheat day, right? So let's stop giving food that moral value. It's not cheating to enjoy your dinner with your partner. It's not cheating to have a margarita at happy hour. It's called living, and it can fit into your plan when it's intentional. So I want to give you some tips for success because I want to talk about like real life, real practical strategies that are going to change the game and something that you can start applying right now, like starting today. So number one is stop seeing the weekend as special. Okay, it's just another set of days. Yes, there's some more flexibility, but it doesn't mean like abandon all of your structure. Give yourself some guidelines, but not restrictions. I want you to ask yourself, what are your non-negotiables this weekend? So some examples could be like drink 100 ounces of water, or get 8,000 steps, or eat 3 meals with protein, or maybe limiting alcohol to only 2 drinks over the weekend. Okay. Number 2 is to have a plan, even if it's a loose one. Okay. So if you're going out of town, your goal might just be to, hit your water and get 3 solid meals and enjoy a few untracked things, but mindfully. If you're home, just try to stick with tracking or planning your meals ahead of time. Okay. Pre-tracking your day can be a game changer. Even just tracking your dinner before you go out helps you to stay in control. Number 3, movement matters. Okay, don't sit on the couch for 72 hours straight and expect to feel amazing on Monday. Okay, like let's be real. You don't need a gym. You don't need to live there. You don't need to even go there. Go walk the dog. Go hiking. Go dance in your kitchen. Okay. 15-30 minutes of movement can help keep your energy and your mood stable and help with fat loss. Number 4, protein is queen, ladies. Most of your weekend problems come from not having enough protein or food prepped, and then we just get hungry and we grab the chips and we order the pizza and we end up skipping meals and overeating later. So keep protein in your fridge, things like ground turkey, chicken, eggs, Greek yogurt, even, pre-made protein shakes when we need them. Totally okay. A restaurant tip, okay, so if we're going out to eat, I want you to pick your meal based on the protein. And you start there and build your meal around it with smarter sides, okay? Number 5 is make smart alcohol choices, okay? Alcohol isn't the devil, but it adds up very, very quickly, okay? So one margarita can be anywhere from 300 to 400 calories. So 2 drinks a night over, 1,000 extra calories on the weekend. Now, there's, we can choose some low calorie options like vodka soda or like tequila and lime and soda. Beforehand, decide how many drinks we're having and track it or make room for it in your food plan, okay? Number 6 is your Sunday setup. So if you do nothing else, do this, okay? Use Sunday to set the tone for your week. Plan your workouts. Plug them into your calendar, like literally like they're an appointment, like a doctor's appointment. Put them in. Prep 2 protein options and wash your produce so it's ready to grab and go, okay? You don't have to wash it and chop it and eat it, right? Like one less step, done. Write out your top 3 goals for the week. Like, what do you plan to execute? What are your main focuses for this week? You're setting the tone for how this week is going to go. And do something for you. Okay, and make sure that's even scheduled in, whether it's reading, journaling, go for a walk. A little bit of intention goes a really long way, ladies. So some common pitfalls to avoid, this is kind of where a lot of people go wrong, is waiting until you're starving to eat, okay? This leads to overeating and craving those quick energy foods, usually carbs and sugar, right? Gives us that quick, easy energy. Saving your calories for later, okay? This also leaves you undernourished and you're prone to binge, okay? Going without a plan. If you don't have healthy food at home or a strategy for that party, you're going to set yourself up for just chaos, okay? Telling yourself, I'll start again on Monday, right? This mindset guarantees that you're going to be stuck in that loop over and over and over again. And you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be intentional, okay? So let's recap those big truths, okay? You don't have to start over every Monday. Weekends do not have to derail your progress. You can enjoy your life and still hit your goals. All it takes is a mindset rooted in consistency, not in perfection, a plan that supports your goals without making you feel deprived, and a few smart strategies around food, movement, and mindset. And I promise it's not about grinding harder. It's about getting smarter, okay? So if this training helped you, I'd love to know. Drop me a comment, shoot me a DM, or better yet, use these tools this weekend and see how you feel on Monday. You got this.